Good day everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel which is J1 Design. So today what we'll be learning is how to create a stunning beautiful flyer. So if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment. And to get the images I use, you can find it in the description box. And if you like this video, you can do well by checking more of my other videos in on my page. So without wasting much of our time, let's move straight to the video. So, welcome to the tutorial. So, first thing I'm going to do now is to open our PS Touch app. Let's open it. Alright, here we go. So now, next thing is to open a blank document. To open a blank document, we are going to press this, then go to blank document, then type in the resolution of the size of your canvas you want to use. For this tutorial we'll be using 1500 by 1500. Click on this mark sign and click on OK. So next thing I'm going to do now is to import our images, and the first image I'm going to import is our model. So let's go to the state. If you want to import image, I've explained this in my previous videos. Click on this, then click on this plus sign, then go to photo layer. You can, if you want to add empty layer, this it a second side, and if you want to duplicate a layer, this it duplicate layer here, right here. But right now we're not duplicating a layer. What we want to do is to import a photo, an image. So click on photo layer, click on photo library. So now let's go to our folder. Okay. So this is the image you want to use. So increase it to your own pace. Increase that if you want to increase it anymore. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to put it this way. Okay, it's okay this way. Now, when you are done with that, just click on this check sign. Good. So now let's start with our background. What we want to do now is to import our background. But before doing that, click on the layer at the last part, this last layer. Now click on the plus. Now add the photo. So this is what we'll be using as our background. This one. Increase it to the full screen. Okay, that's it. Now click on this check sign. Alright, but this is not how we want our background to look. We have to go to tint it some other colors, and how to do that is to go to FX, then go to tint right here. So you pick the color you want it to be. So to pick the color, go to color here. Now make the color you want. So to get the exact color, I will advise you to increase the saturation so that you get the exact color you want. So what we just want is our hue to be at 166. Oh, sorry, that's okay. Our hue to be at 188. Our brightness to be at 100. Our let's reduce the brightness. Okay, so our saturation to be at 100, our hue to be at 188, and our brightness to be at 25. All right. So next thing I'm going to do now is to click on intensity. If you want to reduce it a bit, just put it at 90. So click on this check sign. So once you are done with that, next thing I'm going to do now is to add something like a sun coming from this direction here, this direction. So click on this check sign. You see where your layer is. So go to FX again. Sorry, go to this ant icon. Now go to gradient. So as you can see different, what is it called? Different format there already. So you can just pick anyone. For because of this, let me pick this. Click on anyone and edit it. So go to the color here. So what you do now is click on the one you want to work on first. So as for this one, I don't want it to be at black, but I want another color. The first thing I'm going to do is, where is this one? Okay, so this black side, as you can see, this black side is here. If I should you can see that that's darkening everything. So I will reduce that one, reduce the opacity to 0. That's it first. Then this one to be at 90. It's okay that way. But the color, this is not the color I want. So to do that, click on color picker, this color picker, then pick the color you want. Then go up to the sky. Just want to pick a color from the sky, like a light color. I'm getting into it. Can we use this image? Yeah. Okay, so okay, I've gotten one. I've gotten one. Okay, that's good. So for this second one to pick a color, the color. Okay, that's nice. All right. So now next thing I'm going to do is to set it to this part of the sky here, to this part here. Okay, as you click on the check sign now. So next thing I'm going to do now is my model. I want it to blend to the background. So click on the model here. Now go to tint again. That's go to effects. Now go to tint. So it will automatically give me the one that's been there before. But for this, I'll reduce the intensity. I don't want it to be too much. I just want a little blend in there. So let's leave it at 60. 60. Okay. From the check sign again. Alright. Next thing you're going to do now is to want to add like a sun play. So click on the add sun play, but this one will now be on top of the model. So that means we will select this model first. So after selecting it, now add the image. Comfortable on this. On this. So these are ones. Click on add. Alright. So before we do anything, let's leave it that way. Now click on this check sign. We need two of these. So that means we are going to duplicate it, and to duplicate it, make sure the this selection is on top of the layer I want to duplicate. Now click on this plus sign here. Now click on duplicate layer. As you can see, we've click on done. We've already have two of these. If I should of this, I will see it perfectly. So now I will have to off one. See, I will just off one of it and turn on one. So the one I turn on now is the one I will have to work on for now. And what I want to do to you is to transform it and put it by this side. And mind you, anytime you are using something, make sure that where you want to put it is it will be affecting the model. In terms of that, as you can see the model, let me open this and show you. As you can see the model here, right here, right here, here. As you can see, it's giving me one option is because I don't want to keep that. Right here, you can see that the sun light is coming from here to this place, from here to this place like this, and you can see that the dark side is like this. If you can check his face, so that means the sun will be by this side. I think that is clear now. So let me on it back. Now transform. So what I will do today is that I will try and make it big and leave it that way. Okay, just want to give it a little bit of not something that is too much. Okay, that's okay. Click on the check sign. Alright. So now next thing I'm going to do is just reduce the opacity. But if this is okay for you, you can leave it that way. But as for me, I would love to reduce the opacity. Alright, to 77 is okay this way. I will love it this way. So now, next thing now is to work on this second one. So let's on it now. Make sure it's on it now. Transform. Sorry, go to this hand and click on transform. But this what I want to do is to make it flat, like both like this side will come to this side as well. Sorry. That's not what I want to do. Let me just get back. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now is to make it flat. I have to click on this extras. So click on lock aspect ratio. So that means if I should take it this way, it can move like on its own and make it flat. But this aspect ratio is if it is being off again, that means it will move, it will transform accordingly as its size it is. So I will click on the lock aspect ratio again. So now make sure I flatten it back. Okay, that's good. So click on the check sign. Alright. So if you feel like it's too much, you can adjust it. But for me, I'll just reduce the opacity that way. Okay, that's good. So now what I want to do next is to work on this background again. Sorry. Okay, this background. So what I want to do to this background is to blur it. I don't like the way it looks too sharp. It's not making me to focus on my model. So what I'm going to do now is to click on effects and go to Gaussian here. Visit. Alright. It is at 10, but you can just increase it if you want to increase it. So as for me, 25 is okay. 25 is okay for me. So click on this check sign again. Alright, so now next thing we are doing now is that we add the smoke effect. The smoke effect on my model. So to do that, make sure that you're selecting the layer at the top. So click on the plus sign, click on photo layer, photo library, then click on the smoke effects. So if you are wondering that how will you get all these images, you can check the description box is there. So now what I want to do is as you can see that this is different from the way it's used to transform is because this log aspect ratio has been off. So that means that that's what I need right now. So what I just do is to increase it that way up that way. Not too much. Okay. Alright, I'm good with that. Okay, that's it. Now next thing is to change the blend mode of this to screen because I will love to see my model. I can't leave it this way. So how to do that is to create the layer you want to change the blend mode. Click on this layer icon Then click on the one at the middle, this blend mode, now change to scan. As you can see that okay, I have my model back. But if you notice, this is now showing me more of what I want. So what I will just do is to go to here, this color filter icon. So now go to curve. Now you just click on this mid tone there, this one, reduce it like that. Okay, just a bit. So that's okay. Okay, I have more of my model now. So click on this check sign. Now next thing you're going to do is just that I want this my model to blend a little to the background. So click on the model, click on this hand, click on fade. So this is what I need, but because of the tutorial, let me just click on any of the formats here already. I I have this now. What I'll just do is to go to drag this one that is at the top to this down part. Then I'll just do this one to this side. Alright, so that's the just the comment. That's it. So click on the check sign. Alright, so I'm done for this. For this is the background that I need in PS Touch. So what I will do now is to export my image to Pixellab. So how to do that is just to click on done and save. Alright, so what I will do now is to click on this to export it. So how to do that is to do click here. I'll click on save to gallery. So but before I click anything, I have to select the project I want to save. So this is the project, then I'll click on OK. Alright, so now next thing I'm going to do now is just to go straight to my Pixellab app. Go straight into it. Right now, so what I just do now is let me delete this. And if you can remember, if you've been watching my tutorials before, you know that I used to do something just to give this side black. And how do I do that? I will change this background here to white, then this will change to white, to black. So the reason why I always do it is that it gives me more cool vision, more cool visual of my work. So how I will do that is just to click on this particular icon, I click on color. So click on this color, then click on this plus, yeah, then make sure that the color is on white, then click on OK. As you can see, it has changed this to black. So what I will do next is to click on this mark sign. Then I will move on with my work. What I will do now is to import what I done in PS Touch. So how to do that is just to click on this, then click on this plus sign, then click on gallery. That's one of the ways to import images from in Pixellab. We have to do. So click on whatever it is you want to import. And this is what I want to import. Okay. Click on this check sign. Now let me increase it. Let me increase the size to the full screen. So how to do that is make sure you're selecting that the image you want to resize. Then click on negative size. Click on this. Now you see that it's replacing reducing, but wants it to be increased. So click on OK. But I used to do something anytime I'm in Pixellab. I used to change the image size, and the image size I used to use in Pixellab is 3000 by 3000. So how to do that is click on this three dot icon, then click on this image size. So it will give me the option to pick. So what I do is just to change the first one to 3000, click on done. Then the second one to change it to 3000, click on done and click on OK. So that's it. Alright, now what I do is just start adding my text, and to add text we click on plus, then click on text. So I will start, go to the text icon here, this A, then click on edit. So what I want to do add first is happy birthday. Alright, happy birthday. So I don't like this font. I don't like the color too. So let me change the font first. To do that, go to font. So if you have some fonts that in your my font, or you can use the default font, anyone you like. But as for me, I would love to pick one of these fonts that I have here. I think this will get off right. Okay, now, so let me, I will have to increase it a little bit to give me more visual. Okay, that's okay. Mm, alright, but now click on this checkbox. Next thing is I would love to align it to be available. Let me align it. To do that, go to align, then click on this one. Okay, click on this mark sign. Alright, so next thing is to make it, to give it a color, but what I'm going to do to add is not a color but a texture. To do that, go to texture, click on the image. So now go to wherever you have the texture, and if you are wondering how you get this texture as well, it will be in the description box. Every image I use will be in the description box except for the image of the model right here. It won't be there. So you can just pick an image of your choice, then you use it. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is to add this texture. This is the texture I'm talking about. This one. I'll go do it. Alright, that's it. So if you wish to resize it, you can do it. So if you want to go for that. To me, I love this side. I love this side. Let me just, how should I use? Let me use this. No, anyway. Okay, don't mind you. Alright, click on this mark sign. So you can see that the color has changed from black to this. Okay, so now next thing I'm going to do to give it, to make it more visible, let me go to shadow, click on your enable shadow. As you can see, it is more visible, but I would love to give it more visibility with the color in the background. So what I will do is to click on this floor. This is what I press this area. So click on this. Now click on this color picker. Now click on the image, this image right here at this corner. Click on it. So give a dark color that you think is good for it. So click on this mark. So click on OK. As you can see, it's blend more. But to make it more visible, click on this outer globe. You can so now, but it's too bold. Not like it's how bold it is. So use this opacity. Alright. So you can use the blurry just that way. So opacity to 65 and blurry just to 7. Click on this mark sign. Alright. Next thing is to add another text, and the text I'm going to add is his name. So text is name, go to edit, and his name is Raleigh. Alright, done. Okay, I would like to change this as well. Let me change it. This font. Alright. You can use your default font, and you can use the font you have if you have any font you can use. Okay, right. Next thing I'm going to do now is to change the color because as you can see, you can't see anything that is written there. So next thing is to go to color. Likewise, you can click on this or you go to the image and select another color. But for this, I click on this and lighten it. I just have to give it straight up that way. As you can see, I can see what I wrote there, but it's too big for, I don't like it that big. So let me reduce it to 19. Click on this mark sign. Next thing is to add another text. If you want to add another text, if you don't want to short yourself, you can just click on copy, then edit. As you can see, so I'm going to add the another name of this. Alright, but as a matter of fact, this is not this is not how I want it to look like. I want it to have this texture, but another font. What I will just do, I will just let me move this, copy this one. You see that? Now edit, rename all of this. Then type whatever it is I want to type. Then click on done, click on OK. As you can see, it's already giving me what I want to write with the texture I would love to use. But this is not the font I want to use. So I will have to change the font again and change the font. Alright, so this is the font I want to use. Right now, I would love to add another text, but of this size, of this text, of this font, of this size, of this color. So I will just copy this one straight up. Click on edit. Then give it I want to give. Then as you can see that I'm giving that. So to move this to this side, we used to do it using position, increase it, then start using your arrow to place it in order. Then you decrease it out. Okay, click on this mark sign. Okay, so next thing you're going to do now is that I still have another text, right? So the text I'm going to add now, we have this texture again, but different font. So I'll just copy again, edit, blah 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 blah, put what it is I want to put there. So that is the date of his birthday. Okay, so um, and I love this font too, but that's not the font I want to use. I already have another font I will love, so that's it. And mind you, did you notice that every time I copy, the shadow keeps duplicating itself in the new text I'm creating. So that's another thing. So if I should copy and any features is there, like shadow, inner shadow, 3D, everything we copy to the new text you are copying again. As you can see, this one too has shadow. Likewise, this that I copied it from. Likewise, this too is on to as shadow. So that means that everything will have its own shadow. So now let's go straight, but I will use this. The text is too big for me, too big. So leave it at 20, and I will love to increase that spacing. I would love to do that. So I'm going to do next is to go to spacing, then increase it. Click on OK. And the last but not the least is the text of this color that I would love to put. And that's the wish. That's the wish. So click on copy, click on edit, then click on whatever it is you want to put. However, you can see this is too big, too bold, and everything. I will love to change it. I will love that. Change that one. So this is the font I want to use. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to reduce that font and use the text size. Alright, that's okay. Okay, so I would love to put some shadow in this. I love to put some shadow to make it more eligible. So now, next thing is click on shadow, click on this. I've already given it some eligibility, but um, oh, there we go. Alright, area tab blue for reduce this. There we go. Okay, so opacity at 52, blur radius at 9. Then on your outer glow, click on OK. So we have everything. But all these are meant to be like they are meant to be aligned, like centralized at each other. Sorry, they are meant to be centralized. So that means that every single one of you is centralized. By going to relative position, then take care. Don't worry, I'm coming back to edit everything. Okay, so relative position again, centralized. This one, relative position, centralized. Likewise, this centralized. Likewise, this centralized. Likewise, this centralized. But this one, I would love to add align it to be at the middle. So how to do that is going to go to align, like I said the other time, and click on this, and that's it. Alright, next thing now is to make all these steps to be here, but I can't be moving it one after the other. Okay, let me give this happy birthday a little spacing. Oh, sorry, not this. I mean line spacing. Line spacing. Alright, click on OK. Alright, so what we say we want to do is to move all of these to this side. So we cannot be moving it one after the other. How to do it is to click on this layer, this particular layer. So to bring it to here, now click on this mark sign here. Click on what you want to move. So that's this. Click on this, except for our background. We don't need that. So now what we'll do next is to click on this beside this delete button here. I'm talking about this one. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is click on this position icon. So now let's move everything. As you can see, everything is moving together. Alright, so that's it. But what we have to do next is let me align it very well. So what we want to do is to make everything rotate, like rotate. So now I click on everything again. I have to click on everything again. So alright, now click on this again. As you can see, this rotates icon here. Alright, so you can see how it is rotating, but don't want something too much, just a bit to rotate stuff. And just leave it as at 10. Okay, so click on this mark sign. Again, we can't leave this blocking the end of this icon, this model. So what I will do is to click on this, click on everything. So now position it again and just position it up a little bit there. Alright, click on this mark sign and that's it. So thank you for watching this tutorial. If you like it, please like, subscribe, comment and share. Please, it will mean a lot to me. But before the end of this video, what we have to do is to export our image, as you know. So to do that, export it this way. Click on this save sign, this save here, and save as image. You can save as project as well. Save as image. You can save with any module like Ultra, Very, anything. But to save with this particular size that we use, this 3000 to 3000, just click on save to gallery. Then it will help you to save watch you've designed. So thank you for watching this tutorial. Please, if you like it, like I said, please subscribe, like, and share. Do everything to support me. Do everything because it will mean a lot to me. Thank you. See you in the next video.